Hello everybody and welcome back to F1 Manager 2022, where we are off to Mexico, the Autodrome Hermanas Rodriguez, as Aston Martin sitting number one spot in the Constructors' Championship, which is amazing, and Valtteri Bottas sits top, I would say unexpectedly, of the Drivers' Championship. This Aston Martin car is a bit of a fast car in Season 3 of this save, and we're going to go straight in to the Mexican Grand Prix. Absolutely no messing around. We'll do our normal top 2 in the top 10, which I should probably be able to increase that, I guess, a little bit, but that's not what we're going to do. Finish positions, 2 drivers. We'll go 2 drivers in the top 10 again, just to be safe, and we'll go for another finishing position streak. We'll go 2 drivers in the top 10 in the last 3 races of the season, and that's what it's come down to, the final 3 races of the season. We still don't know who's going to replace Fernando Alonso next year, but we'll see. We'll see what happens if we want to carry this on. If we win the constructors and the drivers, do we even carry it on? Who knows? Is there going to be another series that comes to this second channel? I'm not sure. Let me know your thoughts. Do you want to do a season 4, maybe a highlights of season 4 or something? We come back every 3 or 4 races and see what happens, but let me know in the comment section. But for now, let's get into the Mexican Grand Prix. I'm going to go and do practice. We'll be back for qualifying. See you in a bit. So a very good practice session for us. There's 97% on both drivers, and the car's looking pretty good as well. Gearbox wear coming in for our practice engines, which is a little bit of a concern. We may have to just manage that going into the final 2 races of the season after this one. I think we're going to have just enough in our gearbox to get to the end of the season on both cars, but I don't really want to take a penalty gearbox at this stage in the season if we don't have to, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, both cars in a very good position. Max Verstappen has another grid penalty. I think he caused an accident. I couldn't remember if it was him or Perez that caused an accident in P1, but we'll have to wait and see. But let's get into Q1 and see how Aston Martin get on. Here we are then. Alonso out, Bottas out. Let's go and see what we can do. We're not the first ones on track, actually, as Hauger and Vettel got out in front of us, which is, a little bit annoying. We'd like to be the first ones out on track normally, but we should set a pretty good time, as there we go. Bottas top, Alonso second to start. We don't mind that at all, to be honest. As we come in, we'll have to see. Well, we obviously hit a bit of traffic because Gasly has gone quicker than us, but we'll put the same softs on and just see how we get on. We should be safe. We should be always getting through Q1 unless there's something funky with the weather or something like that. But I sort of feel like Tsunoda and Perez are doing not very much. So we're going to send Alonso out there. He's got in the way of Daniel Ricciardo a little bit. But Alonso's following Schumacher through, who came in. Oh, we've had a crash. It's a yellow flag in Sector 1, which doesn't help. Because I don't think... Yeah, Verstappen's crashed. That's huge. Verstappen is basically throwing away this Drivers' Championship. Oh, it's a spin. Rear wing in the wall. Not good for him there. But we've got 6th and 7th at the moment. And I sort of feel that'll be enough to keep us in. And do you know what we're going to do? We're actually going to rag these softs completely again. We'll go put the same softs on, get that done. We're back into the pits. We'll see when everyone else starts to leave, which should be pretty soon. Should be fairly soon. Let's go up to... There we go. Everyone starts to leave there. So we're going to try and get on the back of this on very used softs and see how we get on. So everyone's going there. There goes the Alpines. There goes the AlphaTauris. And then we'll send our boys out for one final lap on these very used tires. I don't think we're going to make this round. Another yellow flag. There is... no, we didn't make it round. So we're just going to gently have a little drive around. And we are through. I'm pretty sure. Verstappen sets the fastest time, although he did have his little crash. 7th and 8th in Q1. I don't mind that. We didn't really put a lot of effort in. We'll start on those softs because why not? Why not? We got through Q1 with them. 7th and 8th on those used softs. So let's crack on. See what we can do. Right. First one's out. That's how we love it. And we're going to get a bit of slipstream there for Valtteri, I think. Or is it Alonso? It's Alonso who's going to get the huge slipstream. Oh, Gasly, you knobhead. Get out the way. We better not catch you up. Okay, we didn't catch him up, and Bottas goes top. Albon? Oh my god. Okay, so I'm going to suggest the slipstream isn't brilliant around here. And we are going to put a fresh set of softs on for our next go, because that's not the best, is it? That isn't the best. Right, Verstappen on a cooldown, they're on a cooldown. Leclerc and Sainz are just about to come in, I think. Do I want to... So Sainz is just start. Are they? They're just starting their fast lap, or they're doing their cool. That looks like a cool down lap to me. No, we're just gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait and try and time this right. So Alonso in the danger zone, but obviously we haven't set a time on new softs yet. Someone is leaving the garage early doors. Who is it? It's an Alpine. I don't really want to risk it, so I'm going to send Alonso out pretty quick. Bottas will try and get a little bit towards the back, but I don't want to risk it too much. Again, but now Bottas should have enough time to get his lap in. Yeah, they're both going to set a quick lap, which is good. Alonso's got a little bit of space to Albon, as they are both through. Bottas 6th, Alonso 8th. Norris, does that mean in danger, or he's actually out? I'm not too sure what that means for Norris, but we're both through, which is good, although not ideal in terms of our speed. But it's not been a great qualifying for us, to be honest. I've got a feeling we're going to have to take potentially a new engine components in the next race at Brazil. Right, let's send Alonso out with that Ferrari, and we'll send Bottas out there. So Bottas is going to get a little bit of space behind Alonso, but yeah, people... Whoa, Russell. Russell's going to ruin that lap then. Russell's ruined that lap for us. Sainz is locked up, which is going to affect everyone else that wasn't on a quick lap there.
Did somebody spin out there?
Right, it's going to be a fresh set of softs for our second lap, which I'm very tempted to go out and do now. We're going to try it. We're going to send Alonso out when I don't think there's going to be much else on track, because Perez is going to be coming in this lap like that, and then we start our quick laps, and that could work out wonderfully well for Alonso. Bottas 4th, Alonso 5th. We're not going to have another time to do another one, so that is us done and in the garage. Now it's all down to if we can keep those spots. We know Verstappen's going to get a grid penalty. Checkered flag.
They've locked up and gone straight
Sainz has locked up. He's finished, not improved. Yeah, a few people improved in there, but Verstappen's got a grid penalty. Gasly, I think, has got a grid penalty. I'm surprised to see Gasly up there. Yeah, Verstappen's got a grid penalty. Gasly's got a grid penalty. So, it'll be 1, 2, 3rd, and 5th. It's not dreadful with the starts we've been getting. Right, it's a bit of rain. A bit of rain to start the race. A bit of rain all the way through the race. Oh my word, that's going to mess things up, because it's going to be like inters, dry for softs, for how many laps? 3, I don't know if it's worth pitting. Back to inters, potentially go softs, inters, oh my god. Full wets up here. Okay, right. I mean, there's no point in keeping any of these. So, inters. So basically like here, then we get on the softs. Then we go for like what is basically full wets. And then you go back onto the inters somewhere around here. Like there, something like that. How does that match up with the weather or with the track? So inters, which I think is fine. Maybe go onto a soft here. Yeah, okay, so the soft actually needs to be like lap 20. And then it will be... Man, this is going to be... I think this is going to be one to manage on the fly. Because that'll be wets about there. And then it will be, I think, softs to finish in the bright sunshine. So, softs are definitely at the end. That's definitely wets. Inters, softs, inters. I think that's about right. But we're going to play it by ear. We're literally just going to start both drivers on inters and not know a strategy. Awesome. Absolutely love that. Oh, I really don't feel confident here. Pace, push, push. And we'll go pace, push, push. And I think we just have to manage this on the fly. I think we have to. What's the track starting? 1.52. We could be going on to softs. It's crucial to get a good start. It's crucial to get a good start. Do I want to overfuel the car? Yes, because I think in this wet weather we can push the fuel. Use that to our advantage. Right, here we go then, the Mexican Grand Prix. So it is raining in Mexico. How can we do here? It's Valtteri Bottas in a slightly better position. A really good start from Valtteri Bottas as well. Perez is going into defensive mode. His home Grand Prix starting on pole. He will be delighted with that. But Bottas, can he get something done around the outside? He's broken later. He's got the lead. That is superb. As Alonso has lost the position to Ocon. That's not ideal. We'll drive on board with Alonso for a little bit. And Valtteri Bottas into the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix, which is what we want. You can see a little bit of a congestion happening here. But Bottas getting in front on the first corner is absolutely huge, going around the outside. He leads the pack as Ocon sits in front of us. Where is... So Verstappen only dropped to 4th, actually, which isn't too bad with his grid penalty. But Alonso needs to get his foot down and get going and get past this Alpine as soon as he bloody well can, to be honest, because we're going to be pushing very early on in this one, as an Alpine is going to, you would imagine, is going to lose pace to Charles Leclerc. So we need to make something work. Now, the best place to overtake in Mexico, down the start-finish straight. You can do it into that corner before the chicane, but you need to get it done and squeeze out whichever car is on your left there. And I think Alonso's going to get this one done and sit nicely behind them there as Bottas gets into a 1.5 second lead. When he's on fire, he is really on fire, Valtteri Bottas. He is so quick when he wants to be, which is amazing. Right, Alonso has overtaken Ocon. Lap 2, we're on the back of Charles Leclerc. And I don't think I don't think Alonso is going to make a move yet. What is the track saying? It's going to be around about lap 5. We're going to have to make the decision whether to go softs or not. We'll see. We will see for now. But Valtteri Bottas 1.8 seconds in front. Absolutely loving life up there as Sergio Perez at his home Grand Prix, losing pole position on turn 1 to Valtteri Bottas. And we'll have to see what Fernando Alonso can do from 6th. Can he get another Aston Martin 1-2? It'd be absolutely amazing if he can. But at the moment, we're just sitting behind Charles Leclerc, sort of more waiting for an error than anything. Leclerc does go defensive, thinking we're going to have pace. Alonso's trying, but not got enough to get it done. We're going to try and send it for Alonso down the start-finish straight, I think. That's when we're going to ask him to do his thing. So we'll go up into overtake here. And let's see if we can get... See if we need to tell him to get into clean air. Not the cleanest of exits of that corner from Fernando Alonso. He's going to go right up behind Charles Leclerc. He's already gone into the clean air thinking he can get this move done. But I don't think it's going to work for him. No. Drop it into neutral. He can just carry on going. Bottas, though, miles out in front. I don't think... Perez can only just see him. So Bottas having a superb race. Okay, so the track is now dry, is what we've been told. There's a yellow flag in one of the sectors as well. So if it's dry now, we are going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laps before it rains. I mean, that's a lot of laps to do on inters. It's a lot of laps to do on inters. Where is Bottas? He's got a few corners to go before we actually need to call him in. So DRS has been enabled as well. Yellow flag has been waved. 3.3 seconds is his lead. I do think we might have to bring him in, you know. We're going to make the call with Bottas. Right, Bottas is on. It's on 0.92. Do we go mediums or do we go softs? This is a very interesting scenario to go on now. Strategies, I mean, compound performance. So mediums are going to be... How many seconds? They're 0.3 of a second slower than people if they went on softs. But they're going to lose 0.03 of a second. Softs can go for 16 laps. I mean, you have to put the softs on, right? You have to put the softs on. If we're pitting, we have to put the softs on. Strategy view, Bottas, add new strategy, add new stint, softs. Now, add new strategy. It will be around there somewhere. We go back onto the intermediates. Something like that. So, Valtteri, pit, softs, pit this lap. Do we pit Alonso as well? That is the question. Alonso's got a bit more time. We can see if other drivers come in just before Alonso gets there, I think. So, yeah, because he's going... Bottas taking these corners very tentatively. So, right, Bottas is in. Alonso, we've got enough time to make the decision with Alonso. Is Perez going to pit? Perez is not going to pit. Is Russell going to pit? Russell is not going to pit. Verstappen is not going to pit. Leclerc's not going to pit. So do we... well, Alonso, I think we've missed the opportunity. So Alonso stays out. Bottas, hopefully I haven't just ruined his race, comes into pit. Everyone stays out. We're going to have a number of laps. We are going to come out way back because there wasn't too much of a gap in the field. But we should be so much quicker than everybody else. Like, so much quicker. 0. Oh, no, it's going back up. Oh, no. Has our weather centre screwed us over? It shouldn't have done. Oh, my word. Bottas, I've screwed your race over, mate. Because it's got damp.
No saving required.
Where's this come from? We need that to go back down. Oh, no. I'm very sorry, Valtteri. We really need that to go back down. Okay, I have royally screwed this up with Valtteri Bottas because it's still getting damp. Even though we're in a period with no rain, apparently, it is still getting damp and he is on softs and dropping off from absolutely everybody. And we're just dumping his battery. I mean, look at this. It's no rain. Our weather centre's maxed out. It should be perfect. Oh, Valtteri, I've really screwed you over. I am so sorry. So sorry. You're going to have to come in again and get onto a fresh set of inters. Because this weather ain't going anywhere. Oh, now it's changed. Oh, my word. Oh, Valtteri, I've completely balls this up for you. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's our lead driver in the Constructors' Championship. Oh, he's going to be 2 pit stops down on everyone. Oh, because our weather centre was wrong and it's at its maximum. Back onto the inters, Valtteri. Out you go. And now we need you to drive like an absolute king. Oh, 48 seconds behind. We've just got to keep pushing absolutely everything, haven't we? You've got to do as much as you can. It's a big ask. Right, let's focus on Alonso in 2x speed, who's just sitting nicely behind Charles Leclerc. Oh, that is a shocker. It's pretty much inters until this bit now. But we reacted. I tried to jump the gun and get ahead of the AI with Valtteri Bottas and, well, completely messed it up. But, oh, that's all on me. Bollocks. Okay, we've had a crash. Only a yellow flag at the moment. I mean, a safety car would help Bottas massively, obviously. Hamilton crashed on turn 12.
Now watch this.
He's coming down in his Haas, trying to chase the AlphaTauri. I think it's just going to be a running wide lockup here, isn't it? Oh, yeah, controlled it enough to mean that the safety car wasn't necessary. But look at Valtteri all on his own. It's so sad to see. Right, but Alonso's staying with this pack, which is fine. Okay, track is starting to dry out. We've had probably Stroll spinning again. He always seems to to spin. It's oh, signs. Hang on, that's not in front of us. He's behind us. Okay, but yeah, 1.2 is what it is. I feel very bad for Valtteri. He's really closed the gap by about 20 seconds, but we are going to have to pit him again to get onto softs, I think. It depends. It depends how low this goes. Alonso's losing pace as well. I think we've pushed his tyres a bit too hard early on. As you can see, he's got much worse tyres than everybody else, but he's also not really got a threat from Gasly behind him at the moment, so it's not too bad. But it's going to be pretty dry.
Okay.
35% chance of rain in a minute. 1.07. Am I going to balls this up with both drivers? I think I am, you know. I think I am. Softs. I just want to make... Did that happen? Softs. Confirm. Pitting this lap. So, Alonso's going to come in and go to the softs.
Box, pick and pump.
And he's coming in while everyone else is going to stay out. And I really hope I haven't balls this up with both drivers. 1.02.
Copy that. Just pit limiter.
1.01. Track is now dry. The track is now dry. I mean, Bottas is so far away, but he needs to make up as much time as possible. And I'm like, do we just keep him out and push on the inters? Do you know what? We've messed up his race so much already. Get back on those softs. Get back on those softs, Valtteri. Right, Alonso comes into the pits. Onto softs. We know it's only going to be a short stint for him. Let's get him out of here as quickly as possible. Track is now damp. Oh my god, I've done it with him as well. Our weather centre, for being 100% accurate, at the highest upgrade it can have, is absolutely awful. Oh my god, I've messed it up with both drivers. I can't believe this. Cancel pit stop. Cancel that pit stop for Valtteri. Alonso's now down in 13th with the track getting wetter. Oh, you've just got to go. You've got to push those tyres as much as you can. It's screwing me over, this weather. Right, honestly, we have never needed a safety car more in our lives than this race. I have messed this up so much for both of our drivers. It is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous how much I've messed this up. And I can only apologise to everybody. Because now it's coming down again, but I don't think it's going to be dry long enough. Oh, I should have known. I should have known. Well, at least Bottas is going to have some company. He's going to have someone that he can see. Right, Alonso's going to have much better tyres. There goes his teammate. So we're right at the back. We're used to being right at the front. We're now right at the back. Push, push. Yeah. I mean, he should catch Bottas because of the new tyres, but... Oh, man, this is dreadful. This has been absolutely awful. How close is everyone else to needing new tyres? Not that much. We have been pushing so much harder than everybody else. This is, yeah, this is pretty dreadful. This is the worst Grand Prix we've had in this whole series by quite a distance, I would say. We are 19th and 20th, 15 seconds. I mean, we're not too bad, according that we're only 15 seconds off cars in front of us, but yeah, this has been somewhat shocking, to be honest. I sort of feel like with Valtteri, we have to ease off his tyres as well, because we have no idea how long we're going to be on these for. It's just tough. It's tough, tough, tough. When you get it that wrong with the weather. It's because I tried to jump the gun. Oh! That's got to be a safety car. If there's multiple cars crashed. Safety car! Come on! Yes! Right. Conserve, conserve, conserve. Alonso's in a good position. He's just pushed fresh tyres on. Do we use this to put Valtteri onto fresh intermediates? I think we do. He's last anyway. He is last anyway. So let's put a fresh set of intermediates on for him. Alonso stays out. Hamilton pits. I think most people will probably pit here.
Safety car. Safety.
Ignore, ignore. Safety car coming out. It is still intermediate weather. Hamilton's pit. I want to see what happened. Who crashed? Who's been... So Leclerc has caused it. He's got the time penalty.
Okay, here's the Ferrari.
There's Leclerc. Is it? Everyone, please be loads of people up front that need to come in and change for a wing. So Leclerc hits one of the Red Bulls.
There's the hit, and it's crystal
That is a huge crash in Mexico. Right, so... Bottas pits for his fresh tyres. Verstappen is out. Verstappen is out. That is incredible. Hamilton, we're now not last. We're not last because there's Hamilton. And I don't know if we're just going to sneak in front of him. We're not under safety car. But, I mean, what would have been even better there is a red flag, to be honest. But we will take that because we now just have to catch the safety car. That's all we need to do. Whilst everybody... So there we go. Right. So they've caught it. Please let us catch up. Please don't say safety car's coming in this lap.
Got loads of energy.
It's not. That's battery fully charged. Go on. Let everyone catch. Yes. Come on, Bottas. Safety car is ending this lap.
Safety car will be in this lap.
As everyone tries to get their tyres on. So Bottas is still a little bit far behind, but has got fresh tyres. And we are in a good position, well, a much better position with Fernando Alonso than we really should have been. So we know that everything's going to come around. The safety car doesn't actually go in until it goes round the final corner. But with full battery...
So there is no overtaking until the control line, and there'll be 2 laps with no difference.
Right. Deploy, push,
Copy.
attack, attack, push, and you might as well deploy as well because you need to catch up as soon as possible. Right. We're back underway. I was maybe a little bit slow on that, but hopefully now we can overtake a few cars.
You can use energy.
And yeah, because everybody else's tyres are going to be absolutely shagged compared to ours. So that is lovely jubbly. It does put us off a different... it puts us on a different, completely different track. But look at that for under braking, how far we can just jump there as Alonso gets past Hamilton. I think Bottas is actually catching. We might need to push Bottas a little bit harder so that he does catch fully. But yeah, Fernando, this is what we wanted from Fernando. Jumping through these low back markers as soon as possible is crucial to get us back up towards the points. Which now that Verstappen's out is absolutely huge for Valtteri Bottas. As Valtteri Bottas is already on the back of everybody else. Amazing stuff from Valtteri to get into that position, and Alonso just needs to get his foot down here and overtake a number of people on the start-finish straight. I don't want to say, I'm not going to say we're back in, but we're not as out of it as we were, which is awesome, which is absolutely awesome. Right, how is this weather now looking? Intermediates for quite a way. So Alonso gets past Zhou. Bottas is also past Zhou, which is lovely. As Alonso's having a look at Stroll, his former teammate. Well, I don't think in his save they're ever teammates together. It was Vettel, wasn't it, and Stroll. So Bottas has got Hamilton and Zhou. Alonso on the back of Lance Stroll should be able to get him down this start-finish straight, I reckon, with a bit of battery. We've got a fast car, definitely faster than the Alphas. But okay, we've had a little bit of redemption now, a little bit of redemption to see how this goes. So now it's just keeping a lookout for the wet weather, which will come, what, lap 42, 43, if we can trust our weather centre. Okay, so lap 31, Bottas struggling to get past both Alfa Romeos. Alonso's done that and jumped Tsunoda, and now on the back of the Ferrari, who's stuck behind Schumacher and Magnussen, and then there's a bit of a gap to the points, but we're trying to get Bottas past. He's making a bit of a meal of it though to get past those back markers, but Alonso's doing a great job whilst harvesting his battery. He's actually sitting nicely behind here and could potentially get a look at him moves as Bottas just passes Stroll, which is good up that inside. Can he get Hauger as well? That would be huge. Track is now dry. We've been here before, haven't we? No, not changing. I'm not changing. Definitely not changing. So Alonso then, we can take you off harvest now because we're in a good position. As DRS is on, let's just drop you into attack. We need to keep an eye on the fuel, just make sure we're not pushing that too much. But yeah, so Alonso with DRS and has charged off a bit of his battery, which is nice.
Yeah, take it easy.
The track is getting really dry. I mean, what is going on here? It shouldn't be dry. Shouldn't be dry according to our perfectly accurate weather centre. But yeah, let's see how we get on. As the problem is there might be a few more accidents as it gets dry. There we go. Rain's coming back down again. Let's go up into overtake. Try and get a move done here with Fernando. We can get past these guys. They're going so slow. There's always a chance for accidents if they don't have good adaptability in changing weather conditions, which is something that Alonso does have. There's a good attribute for that. And there we go. Go on. Get up the inside of Leclerc. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on, you Spaniard. Next up is the Williams. We're going to leave it in overtake. Can he get a double move done on this lap? That would be superb. He has a look on the inside. Not quite there. No gap quite there at the moment. There is Charles Leclerc trying to fight back and win that one. But we're not going to let him. Well, now let's get a good exit out of this corner and attack that Williams. Get that foot down. Oh, Leclerc's still there. That definitely looks like Leclerc deploying some battery. Unlucky. As the Bottas has now got Hauger, which is awesome. That's good as well. So Bottas has got Hauger. Alonso is fighting with Leclerc and Schumacher. But yeah, right, Bottas needs to pass Tsunoda relatively quickly if possible. That would be nice, as Alonso has a failed attempt on Leclerc. But all in all, not too bad at the moment. Let's bring our fuel back in line just to make sure. Back up to damp weather on the track. It's all going to be about that pitting for that wet weather. And then the softs at the end. But yeah, how's everyone's tyres doing? 60%, 70 for us there, and Bottas 80. So they are making them last a pretty long time. Bottas having a go at Tsunoda in the Williams and gets it done. Just using all of his battery that he had. Hopefully he's got that done on this double right-hander now. Tsunoda should back out and does. As you can see, Alonso not too far in front. Valtteri catching his teammate up, which is good. Good to see. But Bottas not having any battery now might be an issue. But hopefully not. I was hoping that they may pit for fresh inters, but I don't think they're going to do with how much they've got in terms of their running. So we're not in a terrible position from where, I mean, we were rock bottom by what, like 15 to 16 seconds for Alonso and 40 seconds at one point for Valtteri. So it's not turning into too bad a race without where we are at the moment. The problem we have is we're now stuck with both drivers in this chain where Magnussen is holding up absolutely everything. So again, I think Alonso, we're going to have to try and get him to do something. If this Ferrari isn't going to make a move, we're going to have to try and make a move because it's a huge gap from Magnussen to Vettel. You can see it on the map. And that is not ideal, to be honest. How are tyre temperatures doing? So they're fine. Under braking, yeah, they seem to be okay. The dampness of the track seems to be helping us out quite a lot. But yeah, Charles Leclerc making a bloody pig's ear of trying to get past this Williams. Hopefully with our battery now we can get one. Can we get Schumacher as well? Not sure. We're going to have the inside on this first corner and then we'll be on the outside. So we need to keep the nose in, Fernando. You need to keep the nose in. Keep strong. That's it. Don't let the Ferrari back in and then you're going to be in good position. You're going to be in a great position to attack both of these drivers. Right, we are past Leclerc. Bottas is now going to have a go. Let's get you up into overtake as well and see what we can do. Alonso having a look at the Williams. Can we get you into clean air to get this done? Let's have a look. No ERS battery left, which is going to allow... Oh, that's Valtteri Bottas coming round. Wow, that was... So Bottas easily got past Leclerc. And Bottas is going for a move on his teammate as well.
Aston Martin with a great play there.
Wowzers. Okay, fair enough. We've got both Aston Martins in the battle now, which is good to see. So there's Bottas looking at the back of Fernando Alonso's car. Charles Leclerc coming up as well. It's a very frantic, battle-y race in the mist in Mexico. In the mist in Mexico. That's a great little title. But yeah, so Leclerc right there. Bottas and Alonso trying to track down these two slow bastards in front. Let's carry on pushing. We have got a bit of fuel left over. So that Williams really shouldn't be quicker than this Aston, even if we are using used components that are going to be more worn than everybody else. In fact, there's a way to see this one, isn't it? So Alonso, yeah, what have we got? 68, 54, 74. 71, 62, 77. Leclerc, 53, 63, 64. Verstappen, yeah, 95. He's got a brand new engine. Verstappen, although he's out, so he's not really utilised that very well. Russell's also there, 57. Yeah, okay, so people have got similar engine wears to us, which isn't too bad. So Bottas, Leclerc sort of dropping off a little bit. Alonso, come on, you can get this done. You can get this done going into that start-finish straight. I know you can. I know you can. Get past these chumps and start making waves. Catching up Vettel, getting the points. Overtake these two, you're in the points. Oh my god, it really does drain the battery coming around that last corner.
Okay, copy.
It really does. So we're going to have to do something to harvest up at some point, but it's not a terrible position where we were in this race, so let's see how we get on. So Fernando Alonso having another look at Schumacher. We've asked him to get in the clean air, and he's not really done it to any sort of benefit there. And again, battery absolutely gone, so we need to sort of get the slipstream more than anything else. And it's another attempt not really on point for Fernando Alonso. And you got to say, Schumacher's defending well. Schumacher is defending well. Yeah, and this gap is just increasing to Vettel now 3 seconds behind Russell. Magnussen 6 seconds behind Vettel. Very irritating. Okay, we are getting to the point of heavy rain, or the track getting very, very wet. I'm keeping an eye on this. It's going up a lot as Leclerc gets past Valtteri Bottas. Bottas might get him back because it's a double right-hander here, and he'll have the inside. 2 millimeters. The magic number is 4. When that gets close to 4, if there's still loads of rain coming down, we are going to take another risk. We're out of the points, so we might as well risk it again, to be honest. Okay, so we're on lap 42. The big rain didn't come. It honestly just didn't come. I don't know what's going on with the weather centre and stuff. We have it maxed out. It should be absolutely perfect, but it's not. We're still stuck behind Schumacher and Magnussen. We've dropped our tyres down to standard because everybody else's are a little bit lower, and I think we can drag these out a little bit further than everybody else. And no one is... I mean, let's go. How far are we off the leader? 20 seconds. That could be a pit stop. I think it's quite short in Mexico. But, yeah, we'll see. I mean, it is Inters. It is going to be softs, but whether they keep out, whether they stay out, I really don't know what's going to happen. But it's been an absolutely bonkers race as, wow. VSC, so virtual safety car. Sonoda right in front of us. Ignore. We're going to stay out. Lots of people pitting in behind to get on those fresh tyres. But yeah, right in front of us, Schumacher crashes. So Alonso up to 11th, Bottas up to 13th. I mean, we can see it in the replay very quickly. Was it a spin out and then didn't control? Yeah, it was. Again, similar to Verstappen in qualifying. But yeah, you can see these people pitting to try and get some advantage onto fresh tyres. So I wouldn't be surprised to see lots of other people pit as well. But only virtual safety car. Definitely could have done with it being a full-blown one. That would have been very helpful. So yeah, lots of people pitting. So it's going to be a very congested field when they come out. They're going to be going on to fresh... They will be going on to fresh Inters, which will give them a bit more pace. I'm just trying to think, do we want to pit? Do we want to pit for new Inters? They're going to come out and the virtual safety car is just about to end. And it's going to stay into weather for a little bit, for quite a while actually. And our tyres are going to have quite a lot of life. I think we can get these to that wet weather, to the dry weather. We're not going to pit. I've pitted a lot in this race. We're not going to pit this time. We're not going to pit. So virtual safety car is ending. Are we going to jump anyone in the pits? Because I think a lot of people would have probably got held up, right? So virtual safety car ending. Virtual safety car has ended. So let's see what we can do. Now that's ended, let's see what we can do in terms of pace. So Alonso is up into 6th, which is amazing. Bottas up into 8th. Yeah, so these guys all coming out on fresh Inters are going to be quicker than us. That's fine. But back in the points, as there is a Ferrari challenging us in Charles Leclerc, which is a little bit interesting. He's obviously got a bit more pace than us at the moment, but Alonso and Bottas into the points, which is pretty good. I didn't realise Alonso only had 60% tyre wear. That is a little bit of a pain and
Advance the race
appears to be affecting him. But anyway, we're into the points, which is much better than where we were at the start of the Grand Prix, where the wet weather really threw me off. So the wet, dry weather really threw me off, I should say. But if Bottas has more pace, we will let Bottas go, because Bottas is pushing the battery. And we'll sit like, I'll tell you what, you harvest. Just don't challenge your teammate. I could just select that don't challenge your teammate bit, but I don't want to do that. That's too easy. So let Bottas have the position because you're harvesting up your battery.
Suggest lift and coast. Copy.
I mean, Alonso, you're making a lot of hard work of this. I know you're very aggressive on the in the old car, but let Bottas go now, because he's going to put some battery down and you're not. There we go. Right. So Bottas was showing more pace there. That fighting has let Leclerc go a little bit, but it's not bad. Right, 7th and 8th. Awesome. So once again, the track is dry, but we're not falling for this old trick. We know it's not going to be like that for very long, but our tyre wear is causing an issue. We are going a lot slower than the group in front. Again, I don't know why it's saying it's dry when our weather centre says there's a 100% chance of rain and then 70% chance of rain, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know why our weather centre is so bad. It's very frustrating, to be honest. But yeah, both drivers have good adaptability for changeable conditions, so we should be okay at this point. But 0.87, it's not going to be dry for very long. There we go. It's going back up. Okay, it's going back up. It's just dragging these intermediates out until we can get onto the fast soft tyre. This point here. So we need to get about another 5, 6, 7, 8 laps out of them. Lap 58, something like that. Oh, driver's locked up. Alonso's locked up. He's hit the wall. He's hit the wall into sector... Well, it's not sector 1, it's sector 3. But we're on board with him. I started the commentary just as I saw it happening. His tyres are causing him a lot of issues. He was losing a lot of pace. I mean, I don't... Oh, that's the worst time to crash, because you're going to have to come in and then change. Oh, pit options. You're going to go on to another set of inters. We're going to have to do a front wing change. Oh, Fernando, that's the worst time to do that, because it's about to be nice, clear weather. Oh, Fernando. It's another pit stop for Fernando Alonso on turn 12. Yeah, that's frustrating. The other drivers are catching Bottas as well. His tyres are starting to come into effect for his pace, which is infuriating. But we're so close to getting into that, well, hopefully, dry weather. But there we go. So that's the tyres done. Into the front wing. Waiting for the front wing to change. Alonso's going to come out, what, dead last? Maybe Schumacher is going to be behind him. Oh, Alonso. Alonso! This is so frustrating. What a frustrating race. Yep, Alonso's last. What a frustrating race. What else have you damaged then? Oh, the suspension. Oh, that's annoying. Right, attack. Push. Deploy. We'll deal with it all later. We'll deal with it all later. Fernando, that is so frustrating. So frustrating. Right, another 4 laps maybe, and then he'll be pitting again. Right, some good news. Fernando Alonso set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix because we're asking him to absolutely push everything. Rain has completely stopped now, which means we will be going into dry weather. Now, this is where we need to time this right. So where is Valtteri Bottas? Let's get on board. 1.2. He's down in 10th and he's losing a lot of time because of his tyres. We are going to make that jump before anybody else. Let's quickly look at strategy. In here, add new strategy, new stint, softs. I mean, you don't get much by just pushing that, but it is definitely softs, right. Oh, hang on. That's going on too late, isn't it? We want to put them on this lap. Update strategy in. We are basically going for this 1.18, and it looks like it's just going dry. It's just going dry. 1.18. Hopefully nobody else pits this lap, and we can use it as to our advantage. I mean, Alonso's going to have to pit as well. This is so frustrating that Alonso crashed on that lap. Soft tyres, pit this lap, go.
McLaren gain a position.
Right. Just,
Okay, box.
yeah, exactly. Box. We do need to do something about Fernando's fuel because we're pushing him so hard. But 1.12, 1.11, 1.10. Don't you dare rain out of surprise. Nobody else is pitting. Whoa, Valtteri, why are you not pitting? Valtteri, why are you not pitting? I don't care if someone else is pitting this lap. You were meant to... Oh, for God's sake.
We're not okay on fuel.
For God's sake, that was Valtteri's chance to get the jump. Oh, okay, we'll watch Alonso's pit. Because now Valtteri's going to pit at the same lap as every other bloody person. So it really gives no benefit whatsoever. See, the track's dry, so everybody's going to come in and pit. Oh, these boys don't pit. Oh, okay. So Alonso might get the jump on some people. Not that it's going to help him very much, but... Oh, I thought I'd selected it and said pit. I don't know why it didn't. That is very, very frustrating. Well, if it rains now, we're absolutely screwed. But yeah, on go the softs for Alonso. I lost track of what number pit stop that is we've seen for him now. But again, we sort of need to push him but get his fuel back in line, which doesn't really make sense. So I'm expecting Perez, Gasly, Russell all to come in and pit. But yeah, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. 0.5. He's got to conserve. He's got to push with those tyres, see what happens. Okay, Perez doesn't pit. Gasly didn't pit. I know there's only 11. Ocon pits. Ricciardo pits. I'm very surprised that Perez, Gasly and Russell didn't pit. Yeah, everybody's pitting in front of Bottas. And there, yeah, everybody's coming into pit. It's going to be a very, very busy pit lane. Did Ocon get away? Ocon got away, so they're not going to double stack that Alpine. People diving in and out of the pits all over the place. So, oh yeah, if Bottas had come in on the... Oh, he's getting held. He's getting held. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable that. We've lost positions. Oh, it's so frustrating. So frustrating. If Bottas had pitted when I thought I'd pressed it, he would have been absolutely flying.
Push more.
Bottas, you just got to go for it. I mean, we're out of the points with both drivers. Alonso's 7 seconds behind everyone.
Tsunoda is pitting this lap.
That's so frustrating that that pit didn't register. I swear I pressed it. I swear I pressed it. Right, Norris has spun out on turn 1, which has allowed Bottas to get into the points. I'd love to say it was a nice, clean overtake, but it wasn't. Norris just spins in front of our driver. But yeah, so we're going to get a point, which is fine. Perez is going to get top points for what are they called? Red Bull. But yeah, this has not been... It's not been one of our best, this race. It has not been one of our best. In fact, it's probably been our worst. Especially, it's definitely been our worst this season, I think. Just with how shit I got the strategy in the rain and how bad the whole race has been. Norris got us back, so we're out of the points. We're saving fuel, and yeah, we're out of points, which is awesome, isn't it? It's absolutely awesome. We do have another lap to go. Well, this is the final lap. We're going to have this this section here. I couldn't think of the words. Getting clean air. Don't sit behind him. Swing out to the left and get in clean air. There you go. Oh, he tried.
Use overtake.
Tried, just too late. We're going to go overtake, push the tyres, do everything maximum. Why not? Deploy that, Alonso. You're battling with Magnussen in a Haas, which is just awful. Yeah, not a good race. I think we're going to be completely out of the points. I can't see us getting a overtake on Norris here either. But it's a win for Sergio Perez at his home Grand Prix, which is good. And we overtook him on the first lap. If I'd got the strategy right, we would have won. We would have won this easily. Absolutely easily we would have won this race with Valtteri Bottas. But I have screwed this up. Nobody else. This is on me as Alonso does overtake Magnussen on the last lap, which is good. Norris is going to get the final point. and it's a no-point race. And it's the first time we said that in a long time for Aston Martin, as Alonso looks like he's going to come home in 12th. It's going to be 11th and 12th.
Sorry for that.
Not good here. Not your fault, Valtteri. Not your fault. He said sorry. Not your fault, mate. Not your fault at all. Has Magnussen got enough juice to catch us? No, he hasn't. It's 11th and 12th. I mean, we were 19th and 20th at one point, or 18th and 19th. So, terrible weekend. Yeah, didn't enjoy that. Sergio Perez wins and gets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. We'll drop 8 and 6 places to 11th and 12th. That is not very nice. Drivers, though, Valtteri stays top because Max Verstappen didn't score any points, which is good. Alonso stays in third. Constructors, Red Bull closed the gap by 26 points on us. So not a good Mexican Grand Prix, to be honest. So we've completed some new research on the suspension. We've also refurbished the team hub, which is lovely. Yeah, I mean, I was surprised that we got the weather so wrong. Research a car part, underfloor, pummel, loads into this. We've got the money to do it. We want a really, really, really good underfloor. We're just going to put everything into our underfloor. Probably does the most speed you can do is your underfloor. So let's go focus it on high speed performance, please. Awesome. That all looks good. Exceeds research period. Are you joking? When does it need to be done by? It's going to be done by the 28th. When is the research period ending? That's not... Where are we? We're there in October. When is the research period ending? What day is it today? 28th of October, yeah. There's an ATR period, ends there. What do you mean it doesn't meet the end of the... Oh, car parts development locked. Has it got to be done before that? Has it got to be done before November 18th? Oh, maybe it does. Oh, aerodynamic testing period, 31st. So we should be within it. That seems a little bit strange. Car part development, new project, research, underfloor. That's going to be done on the 11th of Jan. So let's just go research. Oh, okay. So that date does change with how we... 27th of January. 11th of Jan. Is there any that do 23rd of Jan? 21st of Jan. That's the lowest. Is it basically just going to say lowest is balanced, I think? Bollocks. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. Bollocks, 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 bollocks. I really wanted a new underfloor. I really wanted the car to go fast, you know? 11th of Jan. Exceeds research period. Okay. That's annoying. So let's do another rear wing, if we can, anyway. We'll put load into the rear wing to get our top speed and aerodynamics and cornering and DRS and everything maxed out, basically. 17th of December. Okay, so if we go high speed performance, 28th of December. There we go. Right, 6 engineers. We're going to have one of the best rear wings money can buy. Literally, money can buy. So I think we needed to build some new projects, manufacture some suspension, because, you know, Fernando decided to absolutely ruin the last bits that we had on the car. So we'll get that done. And probably, can we do another one? Yes, let's get a front wing as well, because I think Fernando boshed some of those up. Let's go and have a quick look at our facilities. Car park, that's being completed. Oh, wind tunnel's down. Yeah, where's weather centre? Oh, it's currently being upgraded. We're currently at 72%. That's why it wasn't ideal. Okay, that makes sense. Star facilities, team hub. We can upgrade our team hub for a bit of morale. Why not? We've got 4 million left. Car park, wind tunnel. Can't upgrade that. We need 17 million. Can't upgrade that. We need 15 million. Can't upgrade that. We need 10. Can't upgrade that. We need 8. These are the things we're going for next season. I think, if we're staying on. Team hub refurbishment. ATR period starts today. Lovely. We've already got a big thing in that. Difficult race. Yeah, difficult race indeed. We did get a point, though, for Mr. Drugovic again, because he's doing all of our warm-up stuff. Overtaking 66 is a little bit of a concern, but we'll deal with that when we get there. No point, no points, no points. 1 point for our technical chief. We want you to work on the rear wing, please. Hopefully that kicks in and gets accounted for before our next one. But yes, Brazil is next. We're going to have a big of a conversation around our powertrain stuff. Gearbox is at 51% with 2 races to go. ERS is fine. Engine is okay. So it's potentially taking a new gearbox. Just thinking 51%. If we use one of these basically in each practice session, we should be okay. We should be okay and not need any more new car parts. But that is the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back for the Brazilian Grand Prix, the penultimate Grand Prix, where we still sit top of the Constructors' Championship and top of the Drivers. So it's all to play for. It could be a very close end to the season for the last race. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.